Hey everyone, it's Jamie from IndependenceStTarot and Seasonsinritual, and I'm here for the midweek check-in. It is September 13th. It's a Wednesday. Tomorrow on the 14th will be the Virgo new moon. We are ripping and running right through Virgo season, that's for sure. I can tell you that, and I usually say this to all my sweet Virgos, it's important to stay present. And I found this happening with myself too. So this week I've been thinking about, okay, yesterday it was Tuesday. It's like, okay, I gotta think about Wednesday. And then I was like, no, Jamie, we need to think about Tuesday. So if you guys catch yourselves thinking too many days in advance, please remind yourselves to stay present. My sweet, sweet Virgos, you guys are always moving us to, from summer into fall. And sometimes my sweet Virgos are 3 years in the future. So, we try to stay present. And it's important to see, and a lot of times we have all this retrograde energy, Mercury will turn direct on Friday. But a lot of times we do have all this retrograde energy. We do want to kind of move things through. We do want to get things happening quicker. So just be aware of that as well. I, for one, am very happy that Mercury is about to station direct. I had a good Mercury retrograde, though. I really did. Justice. And one more, please, for the energy. Ooh. Shit. We got a whole bunch. Damn. Priestess. Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. Two of Swords came out earlier. Okay. Page of Cups. Okay, so Hanged Man, right? This is a new perspective. This is enlightenment. And I think it was really important when I was talking about being present, right? How do we gain enlightenment? How do we change the story? We do that by being present. That is everything. When we are thinking, when I am thinking, okay, what is it that I want to hurry up and get to? I have to ask myself, why don't I want to sit in this moment right now? Right. And it can be anything. It could be like, well, I feel like this moment's boring, or I feel like there's something going on in my brain that I don't want to think about. So I have to stop and say, what is it that's going on in my brain that I don't want to think about, that I keep trying to push out of the way? So then I can just get to tomorrow. And when I sit with myself in those times and I'm like, oh shit, that's what I'm secretly thinking about. And I say, I don't have to think about that anymore. I can say, I allow myself to heal my negative thought patterns. I have a lot of negative thought patterns, you guys. I know, it's shocking. But I do. And it's just the way I was raised and the way we were all raised. I don't think it's particular to me at all. So it is important to stay present, especially in this Virgo season. Virgo is the resolver. It's going to help us resolve those negative thought patterns. It's going to help us resolve the idea of always being in tomorrow instead of being in the present, being in right now. What do I have to look at right now? If I look around and think, everything is done in this moment. Okay, well, what is the next moment that I need to pay attention to? But it has to be the moment right now. That is the path to enlightenment. It's just being present. And allowing yourself, when those shitty stories or old crappy feelings or whatever come up, to tell yourself, I allow myself to heal those. I allow myself to create new stories. I allow myself to heal these negative thought patterns. Or you can even say, I am healing those negative thought patterns today. I am staying present today. I say that a lot. I am present today. I am present right now. Those I am statements are very, very powerful. When you keep noticing and you keep talking out loud to yourself, that's what brings in this balance. That's what brings in justice, right? When you want those things in your life that you thought were super unjust to get justice served, you do that by bringing it to yourself. And you do that by telling yourself, I no longer believe that old story. And when it comes up and you catch yourself doing it, that's when you just say, hey, okay, I'm not that story anymore. I allow myself to heal. I allow this old story to heal. I am my new story. I am walking away from the old story. I say things like, I am love, I am truth, I am happy. Yeah. And when you put yourself in those I am statements, what does that do? It puts you in the present moment. It brings you back to who you are right now, and not rehashing the old, not rehashing someone else's idea of you that you have to keep defending, even though they're not you. And then you have to keep defending yourself. I am who I am in this present moment. I am healed. I am love. I am happy. I am abundant. I am hungry. I am thirsty, all those things. But it's important to bring yourself back to the present. And this is not only for Virgo season, not only for this Wednesday, but this is to help move us forward, because then we have the High Priestess, the Ace of Swords, and the Two of Swords. And when the High Priestess comes in, right, she sees between the veil. She sees both sides. That High Priestess is about healing, and healing, the word holy comes from the word healed, right? Holy, like holy, like holy, whole, Holy, holy, but whole, WHOLE. And the High Priestess is healed. And the High Priestess allows that healing to happen, right? So call on that High Priestess and ask her to help heal you. She can help heal what's going on in that unconscious, in the subconscious, right? When I'm telling you, yes, right? Yes. And so call in that High Priestess energy and allow her to bring it up, like when you're like, you've got to be present though. You've got to be like, why am I thinking about this? And the answer is because you have to tell yourself, I am no longer that story. I allow myself to heal. I allow myself to be who I am in this present moment. I am healed. The High Priestess has come up for me twice today, right? So this is a good energy. So if it's coming up for me, I know it's coming up for you, because it is important to heal this in order for us to move forward, right? Not only in our lives, but like in the lives, it brings the entire energy. It brings the collective forward as well. And that's that Ace of Swords, right? When you start telling yourself, I am healed, I am present, I am love, I am happy, I am joy, then this new conversation starts. Then these new ideas come in. Then these ways of talking to the old self gets demolished. And I can tell you, so I had some doubts coming in on Monday, and I told myself, hey, doubt, this is real. This is what I told myself. Hey, doubt, I feel you and I hear you, and you've done a really good job keeping me safe. But at the same time, doubt, you have also kept me stuck, bored, a little sad, sometimes depressed. You hear the crow? And so I said, so doubt, I need you just to take a step back so we can bring in new energy. I can bring in new ideas. I can bring in who I know I am today. And the doubt left. It just went like, okay, and just left. So when doubt comes up, you can just talk to doubt and tell it, I know what you're doing, but you don't need to keep doing that. We can try something new. We can have a new idea about this. We can have a new conversation about this. We can have just a new way of explaining this to yourself and others about this, right? Because then what that happens is it brings in this conversation of discernment, right? And the Two of Swords and the Swords energy, Swords energy is always thinking. Swords energy is always communication, right? Swords energy is that new idea. It's the air sign. It's air signs, right? And we're about to move into Libra season. We're not there yet because we're staying present in Virgo season, but air signs are usually with the air signs. Air signs is talking, thinking, the future, if you will, and also the present. So when the Two of Swords comes in, she's holding those two swords and she's thinking, where am I? And she's at this crossroad, right? She's in her feelings a little bit, but she's also stable. So she gets to tell herself, Am I going to go down that road of doubt and just really sit in that and kick around? Or can I just sit here and tell doubt, look, doubt, I see you. I know what you do. It's your job. You're great at your job. Thank you. At the same time, I'm just going to sit here and think about all the new ways I can be. I can sit here and call in abundance just as easily as I can call in doubt. I can sit here and see, oh, this is a negative thought pattern. So I'm healing my negative thought pattern. I am healed. I'm healing these negative thought patterns. You can say I'm healing negative thought patterns. It's not going to keep the negative thought patterns. I know people get real particular with words, right? It's, but you can say I am healing negative thought patterns. The universe knows what you mean. Okay. And then you can say, I am new thought patterns. I am thinking differently about my life. I am allowing a new story to come in about my life. Right. And this is us sitting there, right? See, the moon's getting smaller. It's getting to this new moon that's tomorrow. And we get to use discernment to move our lives forward, right? We get to just take this is a break, right? I always say that new moon is a break. And here she is, she's sitting silently and she's weighing her options and she's seeing what's in the feelings and what's in the mind, head and the mind, heart, mind. They've got to merge so we can show up as in our new self, our authentic self, right? Authenticity. So for the rest of this week, tomorrow is that new moon. Understand that you can lead with your heart and then you can go into your emotions, right? You can tell your thoughts with your heart, right? I am healed. I am love. I am smart, right? I am quiet. I am noticing, I am present, right? And that is you getting back into your body. That is you feeling your environment, right? And then that is you thinking about it. It's this can't keep ruling everything. We can't keep looking outside of us, right? We've got to see it starts from here and then goes out and then is mirrored back to us. Okay, guys. I will come tomorrow with a new moon reading. If you have any questions, please reach out on social media or in the comments below. Hit subscribe, hit the subscribe button, all that stuff. I'm going to do a conversation with my friend Brittany, who does past life regressions and Reiki work today. That's going to be really interesting. And then, of course, tomorrow I'll do the new moon in Virgo reading. And so till then, you guys, stay present and I'll see you next time.